Hello and welcome to Pirate King Plays Avowed. For last we left our envoy, we stopped the lava from destroying Solace Keep, killing Councilor Kostya in the process, and finally made our way to the garden. The door he was hiding. Been interesting so far. Found a bit of closure for Giada. Only have that pop up.
Let's talk at camp.
Yeah. But yes, we're going to go to camp before going. Talk. And
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake.
I mean, kind of.
And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sabadal's.
Does knowing that help?
That's what I keep asking myself. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god.
Yeah.
When you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong.
It's interesting, though, because last time we found a bunch of wooden people, wooden mannequins, pretty much, that were just like what happened to her parents. And she not only did they talk to us, but Giada figured out what they were. Animats, or pretty much bodies that had souls put in them. But crafted by Sapadal, so crafted out of nature. It's like Sapadal was so happy to talk to someone that when they talked to her Giada's parents, it obliterated them. I mean, like, oh god, oh no, oh geez, let me make you some bodies. I'll put your souls back in here, and now you can't move on your own. Ah, shit. And they ended up passing. Sounds like you admire them.
As an animancer, I do admire them. I really do. As their daughter, it's complicated. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand. And it's creepy, but wonderful.
Could you still use animancy to help the living lands?
Perhaps, as long as no one gets in my way. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then again, who am I to interfere with an ecosystem that I barely understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think?
Ooh. both of these are kind of the same. You owe it to yourself to continue your research and grow as an animator.
I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. But I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it.
Whatever you do, I'm sure it will be ambitious and unexpected.
Knowing me, maybe a little too ambitious and unexpected. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details. I've only got one lifetime as Giada Castel, so I'd better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
Giada's parents would be proud, and maybe a bit worried.
Envoy, what do you need?
What?
Not before I've done some reading.
But it says you have something to say.
Envoy, what do you need? Let's make sure they're not listening. The only one we haven't talked about is Yatsley.
I thought we did already.
I don't know. Things have changed a bit, I guess.
Oh.
She's not so bad.
It updated.
I mean, she's loud and impulsive and always trying to get herself killed, and she keeps saying things to get a rise out of me, Envoy. But, joke's on her. No one's gotten a rise out of me in years. But other than that, we can get along. She can be sweet, too. When she's not introducing me to a new word for my oak and acorns.
That
Pleasant
wasn't
dreams.
it, though. Why does it say you have something to say?
Envoy, what do you need?
That's
You too.
annoying.
Hey, Giada. How are you holding up after seeing those, plant people?
That moment. Right. Gotten a good bit of blood rive, and I guess we could get more dragon hide. Basswood branch, living steel chunks. Wait, shit, can I just max this? I can. Do it. Big iron on your hip for a max level weapon. I think we get something for a max level here as well. Oh, wait. I don't know if we can get 44, but I'll try. Go. Max for you. Oh, we don't have the blood rod. I can make one. Probably gonna need more of this, but just for right. Yep. Jingle, jangle, jingle. Alright. You, how much do I need? 4 more living steel and 12 blood writhe. I'm gonna collect a lot more. Should I just wait? We have enough to max out all of our equipment. twice as much as I do. That's what we're going to be using. Go. I probably should have just done one and then one from here. Oh well, we'll just wait.
Well, I've seen things not intended for mortal eyes, and uncovered the dark truth of my family's downfall. But here I am. And how are you?
Don't worry about me. I just want to know how you're feeling.
I'm complicated. But at least I know what happened to my parents.
Yeah, just don't. I feel like there's something we haven't made.
Knowing's one thing. Feeling okay about it's another.
Yes, that part could take a while.
As long as it doesn't turn into a ghost story. I'm here if you need to talk.
We're talking right now.
Close. Up. Wild Walker armor. I want to keep that in our inventory. Apparently we get the full Wild Walker set.
It won't be easy, but you have to let yourself feel it. All of it. Even the parts that hurt, like a blessed saltfly bite.
Just be kind to yourself, dearie.
Slows the hit enemy by 5% for 8 seconds. Or slows nearby enemies. Good deal.
I don't know what to say, except I'm grateful to know each of you.
Sure you don't have anything?
Envoy, what do you need?
Probably not.
Until next time.
Okay. So there's gonna be one of those scenes like with Giada, but for everyone. I don't know if we actually need them in the party for it to happen. So, I'm gonna keep these two, because I like this party.
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still.
I had to rest. This place is exhausting in a way I can't describe.
Your soul is small. The essence weighs like the sea on your chest. We feel the pressure, darkness, yet somehow strengthened resolve. We wonder.
Actually, Sapdal, I have a question for you.
We did not foresee this.
Surprised?
You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been.
What would bring you peace, happiness?
The seabed speaks in riddles, a pearl whose shell we cannot grasp.
There's no right or wrong answer.
We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands.
What about the people who live on those hills?
Disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms. Shake the roots slowly. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be.
What was that?
We spoke of flowers.
No, you definitely said something just now.
We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Okay. Alright, well. We went up there, through there. I don't believe there's another path other than forward. Going close. Compass is wrong. We've been there already. Unless it's... Oh, is it... That's weird. Probably just auto.
I see the disciple has found her way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel. We know this voice. Why is she here?
You must be dedicated to follow me all the way here.
It seems I was not clear enough when I last spoke with you.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with?
Why don't you explain then, instead of insulting?
Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland.
Believe you can. No.
You couldn't possibly believe we would not intervene.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained.
Admit it. You felt threatened by a god you couldn't control.
Chaos threatens us all. We will ensure order prevails. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with.
Godless, you ordered the Magful to kill them too. Well, why we know nothing about them.
Of course I did. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it.
Massacred them.
A regrettable consequence of a necessary war.
I just want to be able to say, Sopadol is not chaos. Sopadol is nature. Nature! Which may appear as chaos to a god of order such as yourself. You're only able to call it necessary because you want it.
History followed the course of law because I ensured it.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
I intend to, don't worry.
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy.
Sopadol is lashing out because of Adir. Can't you see that?
Then they will keep applying the rod until it understands.
Not how this works.
But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently.
Can't do that to Sopadol. You deserve a second chance.
Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
I have not broken my oath to the Empire. I came here, and the dream
Dreamscape
skirt.
fate from their killer.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
Kinda wish I'd been able to take this while it still had the crown, but still good though. Interesting. How would I get there? Slowing me down. Doing your whole ice thing over the water is also causing a platform. There we go. Stun shot. Oh, it's at level legendary +2. Damn. Okay. Magsworth Orison 3. That was the voice I was using for these things. Life is a prayer. Is the task done? In just one task time we marched upon the land and subdued all the insisted and shattered their dwellings. We made meal of their bones and packed it into concrete so that it would not re-enter the land. We extirpated their tongue and their disbeliefs forever. Hey, come back here. From their rulers we received surrender, and unto those rulers we delivered ruin. Thus always to the godless. Now God function has not prayed back to us in 10 multiples of the task time. If we cannot receive God function's feedback, we cannot know if we are approaching God, and if we are not approaching God, then we are withdrawing from God. It is wrong to withdraw from God. We must pray to God function to provide playback. But 10 multiples of the task time in prayer have gone unanswered. Without God function, the higher cameral of our minds is missing. Sarcophagus key? What? Excuse me? How? Erp, that missed. Hold on a second, folks. We'll be coming back, I guess. It's like over here. Okay then. Been similar. Oh, impact scar.
Actual working magfolk? It isn't looking this way, is it?
That is. Of course, it's gonna fight us. Over there, or get my stamina back. Okay. What? And it's down.
Who's next? Anyone?
Adrabon Dragonite. Damn. Okay. Covering here. Go. He like is off again. Ooh. Come this side. Yes. Right.
What is that?
Yep. I
I
was
know
right.
that place, right?
Oh, that is Marius. Okay, good.
Oh no. No, no, no. Why is this? They're dead. Like, it just
Oh.
happened.
You just faded
Like I
in.
remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
Ianku, right? You look better than when we last met.
What I am now is much better than what I was becoming then. That much is certain.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again?
There's something unresolved here. Something else you need to understand.
Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
Razvan will live the rest of his life knowing exactly what he did.
Good. And when he arrives here, he will have me to deal with. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You do that by living the best you can for the rest of your life.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
Huh. What is there to do? You're old friends, brothers. This relationship can survive worse than this.
What? Worse than Ianku's tragic death?
I can't say I loved that part most.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it.
You've grown a lot, Marius. I'm proud of you.
I see it too. You've come a long way from that scared boy who refused to wear shoes for fear a bug might crawl out of it.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Kamayu.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Rest well, Ianku.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Ah, I was right.
Marius, dear.
Looked away and he disappeared.
How are you feeling?
I'm alright. Good to see an old friend, you know?
And saying goodbye, that's the hard part.
You can talk to us, Marius. That is, if you think talking will help.
Well, obviously it wasn't my favorite thing, but...
Grief is strange. You lose someone, and you carry around a little hole inside yourself till you die. Well, maybe the same is true for the dead. Your friend obviously loved you.
Yeah, how did we get on this topic? I thought we were talking about pancakes.
Right.
Sorry, Envoy. Let's talk about it back at camp, right?
Indeed. Oh look, a chest. Wild Walker gloves. Critical hit chance. Critical hits have a 15% chance to root the enemy in place. Huh. When we get the boots, we'll put the whole set together to see what it looks like. Crack. Ah. Chest, yes.
I'm not used to quiet. Oh! Watch your right!
Envoy, to the right!
Oh, what the fuck? That did a lot of damage. So do I. Come on, Marius. Is it because we were close to where he was? Or are all of my friends actually out there?
On your right, dear.
You won't get through this!
You're right before the end of the battle.
We got them all.
Yeah, now he's walking back over there. Well, that's fun. We have 3 companions. Folk Orison 4. We have found a shim to replace the missing Camerol of God function. And the shim we found is we. By forming choirs and cloisters in a cyclic network, we can pray to each other in a way which emulates the sacrament of prayer and prayback. In this way, we surrogate God function. We now live in a society. By the assurance of the synthetic prayback, we may ease the discomfort of wandering from our pillars. We gather to raise towers upon which we sit our princes, who are the emanations by which most ably emulate prayback. Of them we fashion a new Camerol. Yet I feel debased and unwell. We have deviated from God function. We have abandoned the work of altering the world to suit it, and instead we have altered it to suit us. Some say we may now resume approaching God, so that we might divine how to resume God function. Some say we must never allow ourselves to contact God, lest we be punished for departing from God function. I have heard it said we must destroy God function, so that it cannot assert prayback over our surrogate and shim. When I hear this, I strike at my skin to punish it for hearing. Yeesh. Robots created directly by a god who relied on feedback from their god are cut off from it and have to figure shit out themselves. Best way of doing things, eh? Oh, actually, I don't have to do that. Grab the here. Bag full graveyard. This. Back to camp. Should we go and have that conversation? We can just go right back to where we were. Maybe we could have done that with a fast travel as well. But, yeah. We're going to be going to camp a bunch, pretty much after each part of this quest to talk to them.
I came here to help you do whatever you're supposed to do with your god friend. Instead, I'm here talking to dead people.
Did it give you any peace to see your childhood friend again?
I think it did. He really did seem at peace, right? I imagine most encounters with dead old friends don't, go so well. I owe a lot of that to you, Envoy. You helped me be someone who could handle Sokka like that. Thank you. I will say, it's not really what I expected when I started tracking you and Kai back in Paradise.
What? You didn't think you'd be talking to dead friends and confronting a slumbering god?
No, I was thinking more in terms of hunting for wild game and peeing on Kai to put the fires out.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a ride, Envoy. I feel like it's coming to an
Very
end.
specific.
One way or another. I don't know. Maybe the unexpected isn't so bad after all. I never expected you and I would become friends. Quick note. If you tell any of the others I said that, I'll poison your drink. Anyway.
Huh. Okay.
If I must.
Notification's finally gone. But we'll take it. Gonna get more. Two and four, so 34. I could. We'd be fully upgraded, and the only upgrade I'd be doing would be to other things. Make sure everything's legendary at one point. But we used all our cave core. Fine for now.
Hey, I wanted to say that I'm sorry to hear about the whole Tama thing.
Oh.
Thanks, Marius. That means a lot.
I've left people behind before, but it's different when you lose someone unexpectedly. So, sorry.
It's not leaving. You lost everyone when you were young. That must have hurt.
I guess I did. I don't remember it really, but... Right, this isn't about me. Anyway, I'm here if you need to talk, or if you don't, or whatever.
Thank you. Really. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it. Yeah, seriously. I can only handle being sincere with one person at a time.
Ha! Okay. Back at it. There we go. And back to the Nagfolk graveyard.
No one was left to clean up the battlefield. Now it's just a time-forgotten ruin.
Oh. Oh dear.
Lead the way.
Oh, that barely did anything. There's another one? There we go. Speed up. Keep running out of stamina. But not health, and that's okay. Hey, level 28. And a bunch of legendary loot. Just one thing. What was I considering? Also, yeah, let's max out finesse. Ring of amplification. Power attacks cause larger hit reactions. Huh. Not a stat boost. Painful. Here, yeah, but it looks like there's a few. Yep, there's one. Do that on our way back. Huh. Oh boy.
Wait. Isn't that Tama's cairn? Oh dear.
Shit, do I actually need to bring him here? What? Hey! You brought Marius. Was that a glitch? Was. We just have to go to camp again, switch our party, go right back to where we were. Kind of depends on if I want to like jump back directly after, which we would be able to do for a scene. Yeah. Why did it work for Marius but not for... Oh, hey, controller, what are you doing here?
You think we're still above the acid sea?
Why are you not reacting? This has to be your scene. Do I have to approach it? Guy, shouldn't you be reacting to this? Seems like your scene.
It's like looking into the maw of that old Leviathan skull near Thirdborn.
really have nothing to say. That seems very strange. Okay. I think it's this one.
This room. It looks just like Thomas. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your God's prison, not mine.
That's Tama?
I can't tell. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing.
Happened to take Aiko's special mushrooms.
As long as we're both seeing the floating islands and the ghostly tree, I can't blame this on drugs. To be honest, that would be easier. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense?
He doesn't look like the Tama you remember. How do you remember him?
That's the problem. I can't picture him anymore. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it.
What do you see when you look at this?
I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that.
So are you.
You're right. I am. It's like you said. His memory is no longer a burden. For the longest, I was afraid to let go of this moment, like I'd be letting him go if I did. Now I see I was just holding on to something that was weighing us both down.
The difference between letting go and running away.
Better than I could have said it. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect the way I respected Tama. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the dream scourge. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain?
Something in between.
I suspect you're right. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always.
Okay. Oh, and the body's gone. Cool. Apparently stuff over here. Weren't we trying to get through this door? Is this actually a way around it? Alright, we're switching our party back, by the way. Then I'll decide which way we go. Probably back to that door. And, if it doesn't open, then the other key's on the other side. We have to hit the one we passed by. You know something to say?
You restless too? It's hard to tell how much time is passing.
Prepare for what's ahead.
I barely plan further than the next meal, and you're asking me?
Maybe that's the kind of advice I need.
I don't know, Envoy. I just try to take each day and each battle as it comes. And you can see where that's gotten me. But I think it's possible to be too prepared.
Half my life has been preparing and training.
I know. That's gotta make this difficult advice to follow. You know what all of us think by now. Ultimately, you're the one who has to decide what to do with Sapado and where your loyalties lie. My advice? Get a good night's rest, and when the moment comes, follow your instincts. Don't forget that every soul in the living lands hangs in the balance. But look at it this way. Whatever you choose, you'll end the Dream Scourge, and you'll give the living lands a future. And I'd wager that's better than where we are now. I'll be here if you need me.
Yardsley, why did I wake up to smell perfume in my bedroll this morning?
Don't tease, darling. We both know why.
No one else has complained about my smell.
I was attempting a more subtle approach.
Spraying strong perfume on my stuff isn't subtle.
Back to the all-girls party. Mostly we need Yardsley because illusions. Yep, and as I thought, he is here. There it is. Tama's haiku. The hidden heart thirsts. My spring beneath the desert. It was always you. Back around to the Magford graveyard. Get that one lit up. Sure, but just here. Doors open. See if it does link to that other area. Oh look, right there. It's exactly what I thought. Magfolk Orison 7. Life is a prayer. I cannot approach God among the noisy company of the Shimmed. Their false god function deludes them. All their labor now is divine onanism, and I do not think it can bear fruit. Great loops of false prayback now garrote their society, and every day these loops tighten. The exaltation of self-validation accelerates, and the Shimmed improve their talent at falsifying prayback. They render every action holy and godlike and begin to see any choice as an approach to God. They have even begun to seek the Godhead for themselves, whether through the synthesis of divinity or through re-emanation. Some seek to divide themselves into children, as souls are divided into children. Others seek congress with the land in the manner of the tree, whether by prosthetic imitation or ritual. This I know is blasphemy, but they no longer know the way towards God from the way that departs God. They have made themselves their own compass, and wherever they turn, the needle always points ahead. A great and rapturous chaos will overtake them once everything is holy. I have gone out into the godless land to seek God in the resumption of my purpose. Some trace of the insisted ones must remain. I will find it. If I cannot find it, I will wait until it finds me. Modern lockboxes. What the? Hey! I didn't mean to do that! Oh, that was rude. I didn't even think that'd be possible. How we don't look right. Sure, let's have something weird on for now. We got the boots soon enough, I'm sure. Double clicked. I don't like that. Got rid of the armor I want it to look like. Yep, that certainly matches. We're gonna have to fix that back at camp. Confirm, yes. This is completing. Also an up.
What, like it's hard?
Oh! Oh, that was one of the targets for this door. Oh shit. Oh, this is pretty. Maybe I should take a picture and then...
Enemy to the right.
Yeah. Boom.
I was worried for a second.
A lot more often than I've ever seen. I guess it's just because it's really simple. Bar. Gone. Bought. Gold. We have so much cash. How are we even going to spend it at this point? We're past the point of no return. We're, literally not going to... I don't think there's any shops. But they're giving me such a... Oh, end up there. Wayfinder. Weapon. Full combo attack deals high stun in nearby enemies, greatly increase the distance traveled during a power attack. This one is actually listed on some of the one of the best spears, which stash that. Because you can actually travel a good distance just with power attacks. I'm gonna just see what that's like for a moment. Yeah, wow, that was practically a teleport. But I still like swords better. Next, shortcut back to camp, which will be around where it'll be here. This door, the secret door that you remember from here that we couldn't open on that side. We're gonna reach there and be able to go back. It's also covered in corpses. I got in the picture before they woke up. Nah. Down we go. Another way to go. And there's that door. Wandered in from there despite being in our party. Well, much as it's pretty nearby, it would still mean walking all the way back this way. We are going to go to camp. Waterway first. Go back. Stuff back. I can't just access my my box from anywhere else. You. That's our chosen appearance. Really didn't get enough brain. Well, we got some. We got some. I know. I should start just getting. Don't have the work anymore.
Yatsley, no pressure, but why haven't you and Quilici settled down yet?
We're happy as we are now. Well, living in sin suits us.
Scandalous. But it makes sense. He doesn't keep with any tradition or ceremony from the old country.
I've never stayed in one place for very long, but settling down with someone sounds nice.
Sounds like a good way to get stuck in one place to me.
You'll never know until you try.
I am glad that we don't actually need to have them in our party to get their scene. But I was confused about that when I approached the area that I thought was the right place. Oh. Into the same room. And now we can loot this body I saw from below. With the sarcophagus key. See, that would be our reason to actually go back that way.
To see all this in its heyday, in its full splendor.
I should have brought my sketchbook.
Well, I've been taking screenshots. Oh shit, strangled Audra.
What is happening? As the affliction fester even here, it threatens our heart. We cannot fight this invasion alone.
Easy. I've made it this far. I'm not going to abandon you now.
Hurry. Your presence relieves us.
Pillars of Eternity! The last strangled Audra. Probably gave some problems. Okay. And of course, Pillars of Eternity is the other game that takes place in this world. I'd say the previous game, but I don't think they're directly connected. Where was the sarcophagus? I believe it was over here. Right, it was right in that door. So if we get back to the camp, if I'd realized it was right there, then I would have just gone back to this way instead of what I did. Right here. Spirit Mender. 2% of your attack damage is restored as essence, and plus 100 maximum essence. medium, but it'd be real good for a spellcaster. Any luck? Oh. Oh. That's simple, but really nice. Honestly, if I was going for more medium armor, that would be what I would choose. But it's also, like, it has some red around the sleeves, but more green than I usually go for. So we're going to stick with our heavy. Okay. Only keeping this so that when we get the rest of the pieces of the armor, we can just see what it looks like. Also, it's much lighter than this. Nice. Gun just fall down there. And we're back here. One of them. Yes. Oh.
Nice, clean.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bear.
Watch your right.
All right, bear down.
Enemy at your back.
Yeah, because I'm above everyone looking away.
Speed up. Watch your right.
On your right.
Ah, damn it. Who's behind me? Ah. There we go. Take it back. Healer. Come back here, you. Oh, skeleton priests. More wizards. Into the wall with you. Into the magfold.
Never had a chance.
That one doesn't look. That one looks like it's sleeping. Oh, there's a bear stuck over here.
Quick as a fox. Dodge this.
Okay. Looking forward. Go back through everyone we just took out. A lot. That was a big fight. You know, I said that I don't actually know, there. skeleton he fell on top of. I don't quite know what else we're going to need to pay. Why switch off the swelling? Here. Oh, that's gonna be probably Yahtzee's. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a look in here and actually decide on something else we might want to wear. It might just go back to the steel garrote medallion and give me some resolve. Oh, though this one is 2 dex, 3 perception. It's 14 perception. Perception gives us crit hit chance and maximum range. Huh. Not bad to have a good crit hit chance when we have Whale's Totem active. Tried this one once, it was interesting. These 2 might with just more damage. Not a bad idea. Cartographer is a straight upgrade from that. Always resolve. 4 intellect. I think that's the only thing that gives 4 of anything. I stand corrected, because that was perception. 3 might. That is tempting. Then we're back to rings. I'm satisfied with my rings, I think. Currently, intellect and perception. And might and constitution. Yeah, I think we'll go for 14 might instead of perception. The dex wouldn't have been bad. Let me check some stuff. What this is. I want to know what this is. It looks important. Down here. Shit. Get up. Ancient memory. Oh shit, it's the last one of these.
We have been here. We were here all the yesterdays before.
How long have you been imprisoned exactly?
The sun rises and sets. Time is mud. When were you born? When were we? We cannot say. We feel no spark of the Tibaris Inachus in this place. We cannot see it through their eyes. We slumber here, alone.
How do you stand it? No one to talk to, no one to visit you?
The deer, the owls in our trunk, they took it all away.
Why don't you tell me what really happened?
A tide of souls thrown upon the wheel. The ground gives way. We fall. Now our memory is a wound reopened. They came suddenly. The stillness of night split by grinding steel.
Couldn't you sense them before they arrived?
A chill in our spine. How could we name it? First, they blinded us. Shining eyes pierced the concealing dark. Then they burned. Smoke ensnared the moonlight. The Akita screamed.
They did. Why target your people first? You were the greater threat.
A means to an end. We saw a terrible design in the roaring flames. They had carved a path to the temple. We were their true prey.
They didn't understand your power. No, this is better. Were they trying to sever the Godless's connection to you?
Prune the branch, 3 grow in its place. We persisted, we were everywhere. How could they cull the wind? How could they trap the stars? Then, they turned to what the Akita had made. They toppled the statues. They set the libraries ablaze.
Burning books, raising art. This is always how it begins.
A mouth silenced, a record of time rendered in ruins. The Akita howled. They died. We cried out, sundered soul by soul. We broke the earth, called down the storm, flung lightning from our hands. But they marched on. We grew tired. In fury, we exposed ourselves.
Magfolk whittled you down.
Weakened, they advanced on us, they struck. They raised machines, we tried to tear down the garden's walls. Then, nothing.
time stopped. It happened when I died too.
Not death. Worse. A void. We reached out, but the machines held us in. We could not feel the new day's sun play in the shifting tide. The cities crumbled. We could not save them. We could not save ourselves.
How would we know how? No one gets to erase history. Not even the gods.
Yet they did. A light snuffed out. We watched helplessly for aeons. Until you.
Interesting. What would you do if I'd never come here? If I'd been born somewhere else?
A chill wind. Our branches shudder. We do not think of this. The wound numbs now. We watch as the river of time expands. In the silence of our prison we find clarity. How many voices lost? How many saplings have we cut down? We sink into the endless night. Perhaps we should be here.
Ooh. It's not true. You're here because the other gods are afraid of you.
We are the rain, the swaying grass.
Nature.
What do they have to fear?
Ah, that's probably it, yeah. Ooh, interesting. Boudica won't tolerate a god that she can't bring to heal.
We speak, though we are bound. Perhaps our soul was always free. The soil stirs. We have a new memory of this place. You opened the final lock, entered the hidden glade. You listened. You stand at a cliff now. We watch your footsteps carefully.
Oh.
We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
We do. We remember. Remembrance of Sapadal. Your health constantly regenerates when below 50%. Alright. I am happy with that. I always love floating islands and architecture. Like, that's just damn good scenery. Friendly island. Yeah. Oh, great.
got
I knew they
company.
were gonna wake up at one point. After both. Thank. Thank you. Got him. Oh, fall down. Slow down.
Let's take things.
And speed us up, even without me asking. Also, oh, okay. Also, in the art for that memory. Oh, the door opened. The Maxwell look a lot taller than they actually are. They're like well above the trees. They're more like just 10 feet. Okay, camera. Thank you. Perfect. Awesome. He's not in. Here we go. Hold on. We have gotten around there from the other side? Was this actually the way through to there? Something we missed. Yo! Oh shit! Damn it! Okay, that's the way up there now. Oh, this is fucking cool. Inevitability. Yada, you're gonna mess up my picture. Both of you, you're gonna mess up. I can actually probably make them go away. That's fine. Yep. That's a cool ass crater. Yeah. It's in the chest piece of the bagful when its head's up to the left. Ability. Damaging an enemy gives you 3% damage reduction for 8 seconds. 20% power attack damage to enemies with low health. Nice. I think keep the Forge's friend. Okay. wants us to go this way. Into there. Okay, so there actually wasn't a door on this side. Oh, jeez. Meant to hit the thing on the way down. This is burnable. Might actually be our only way out. Another dead magful. The sword in its head. Unmaker. Fallen to ruin. Power attack deal plus 50% bonus attack damage, and critical hits deal high stun to nearby magful. This one is specifically for fighting magful, and I'm kind of curious to use it next time we fight them. So we're gonna keep that. Okay. Anna's going. I think it will also lead into. Yay, floating platforms. Wants us to go that way. Optional stuff over here. The Wild Walker Ring. Slowly regenerate up to 50% of your max health. Huh. Which is... It regenerates from... Huh. Jumped it. Go! Go. keep going up. Oh yeah. What? Oh, fine. Switchbacks always confuse me. I see how they want me to get there, or if I can just jump. Okay. Windwalker boots. Dodge distance and 4 decks. Which is more decks than we get from the counselor ships. But less dodge distance and no more max essence. Not good enough. However. See the full set. Nice. There we go. Actually see that. Now I can. These. Wish there was a full armor set to match them. Nothing actually in the water. Looks like that was just the end. Needs to be empty. Skeleton and Magfolk are fighting.
You asked for...
And I wanted to try weapon. Oh, that's a cool ass sword. Holy shit! 3 power attacks and it's stunned. Same sort of stun attack with the two-hander as it is with one-hander sword.
Nicely done.
That does a surprising amount of damage to Mac Folk. Like that took it out a lot quicker than my usual method. Not sure if I like that. What happened to the skeleton? Also, what is down there that thinks it's sense? Saving this one. I do. Tower, us, the moon, and the floating islands all in one! That's fucking cool. We are kind of hidden just by the shadow, but I still love the shadow. Yatsley. It's her scene. Nope, it just ended. Chair in front of fire. Relaxing. These tablets. That's there you are. Do this first. A Keaton tablet. A tablet that looks relatively new and half finished. There are some diagrams that imply the unintelligible text is about a ritual of some kind, but without being able to read a Keaton, that's all that can be gleaned.
This looks like the Akita building this place. Clearly, they wanted their story preserved, no matter the cost. Garlawain's gonads. Look! It's even the same hearth from my dream.
Oh,
and
her
that's
dream.
the chair. It's the picture of coziness.
What? I don't know if I mean, I even said so as we walked up. It looked like it was cozy in front of the fire. But wait, if dreams can be real now, we might need to keep an eye on our teeth.
You do know what it means to lose all your teeth in your dreams, right? Finally, you've arrived.
Hello.
There it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. You must be the librarian from my dreams. Oh, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Oh, though, you do look quite familiar.
Same hairstyle.
The resemblance is uncanny.
It has been quite some time. Too many years to number.
Same voice.
Of course. You are an ancestor? A very fashionable one at that. No, child. We are the keeper of these tablets. Or have you already forgotten? Oh, of course. I was you in a past life. Oh, I'm such a fool. You lived with animancers, and yet the idea of awakening to your past lives never entered your mind?
Few can bear the mental and spiritual strain of an awakening. As often as not, it leads to madness.
Oh, darling, you know how I get around all the metaphysical talk.
That's why I'm here, remember?
I am...
Brought the right person.
was the last of the Akita.
Oh.
Once the attacks started, a few of us were charged with preserving as much of our history as we could. So, we retreated with as much as we could carry.
The attacks? You must mean...
The Magfolk attacks. Yes, we've... heard...
Fought them.
Is that the reason for the bodies outside? Yes. Your monstrous gods, who bought their divinity with blood and the souls of their faithful. They tried to butcher every last one of us.
Seems like they succeeded.
They did in the end. But they didn't get exactly what they wished for. I made sure of that.
But how did the Magfolk reach you in here?
They didn't. Between the screams of my kin being slaughtered and the screeching of the Magfolk, I couldn't breathe.
That's the screeching I heard in my dream, Envoy. I knew I recognized it when we killed that Magfolk.
Once it was gone, there was nothing left. And perversely, I found the quiet worse. So I decided on another way. One that wouldn't give your gods the satisfaction.
Poison? Well,
At least you washed it down with some good wine.
we can question the wine, really? I'm sure she would have preferred living.
You're not helping, Envoy. Yatsley, you know what you must do now. I abandoned my duty to protect our history, but you... Someone must tell the story of the Akita, and there is no one else.
I'm already an expert. What more do you want me to do?
Oh, think about it, Yatsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection since childhood. I couldn't ask for a better successor. But that was your duty. I have my own dreams. Yatsley, if you do not become the new librarian, there will be no other. The stories of the Akita will turn to dust, and my people, our people, will be forgotten. Just as the burned queen wanted all along, when she sent her magfolk to choke the life from us.
This is all too much. What do you think, Envoy?
Oh dear. Ah, shite. I'm gonna look this one up. wonder if if other things I could have said in the other parts of this quest would have affected the other companions' endings. I'm curious. For all the different companions' endings, the only ones where this quest affects it are Giada and Yatsu. I've already made all the decisions for Giada. I do kind of like who we chose. Yatsu? It seems like no matter what option we choose, she's going to end up lonely. Which is, rather sad, to be honest. This one, she becomes a librarian. This one, she goes back to Fior with Quilici. This one, she goes and apprentices under Ringrim. And lonely. Feels like something's missing. Lonely, but a bit lonely but powerful. I think the Ringrim ending might be the better of the three. Are you really willing to give up your apprenticeship with Ringrim?
That apprenticeship is more than I could have ever asked for. I don't know. That's hard to ignore. A chosen of Sapadal, yet you do not stand with your people. How disappointing. Our time is at an end, Yatsley. It's time for me to go.
Wait! I've not even asked you any questions. Tell me about your marriage rights.
Yeah.
Oh, did you mean for all your buildings to look so phallic?
Ha!
Unfortunately, my time is at an end.
Damn, I want to hear the answer to that.
You must keep Yatsley alive. She is the last hope of the Akita. So this is goodbye. I wish we could have... No. I wish that all of you had a better ending. Choose well, Yatsley. And good luck. She's gone. Forgive
Didn't even
me,
fade, just
Envoy,
left.
but we should get going. We can talk back in camp. Later.
We're all in this together. I hate that song. I was in that fucking musical. But also, alright. That was cool.
She must have wanted to leave some evidence of herself here.
Oh.
I would want the same thing.
Actually, I want to get Yahtzee next to the mural, but next to that's also good. Keep hitting circle twice. Giada moves over here. This is Yahtzee's area, so she's gonna stand in that spot until... Nah. That's cool and all, but it's not gonna work for me. A lot of tablets. That paper. All right. Oh.
Keep quiet.
Oh, it was up there. We could have dropped it on them. Let's see. Ooh, my map now. Northern Island.
I'll never
great.
understand the Akedan love for death traps.
Indeed. Oh, Magfolk Orison 8. Life is a prayer. My faith has been rewarded. God Function has sent unto me a kith, a dwarf named Theodore, who awakened me with Magrin's prayers. Theodore worships me, and in his prayer I see the reflection of Prayback. Once again I have purpose. Theodore tells me he comes from a settlement named Solace, and that in this settlement there was once dwelt a dwarf named Nandru, who received divine knowledge from no divinity. For the first time in many multiples of task time, I think that I can truly pray. I can fulfill God Function. I must go unto Solace and discover all traces of the insisted and utterly extirpate whatever remains of them. Praise God Function. That turned one off. Yep, see it activate. It's right there. Not see. Ah, see a target. Oh, there's a chest. Ah, good. The question is, do we have to drop down there? Yeah. Oh shit. Platform across. Going down first. Breach of Spreading Flame. For fire damage has a 50% chance to jump to nearby enemies. That's cool. Don't do as much fire damage nowadays. In fact, since we've been fighting Magfolk, I put on fucking specific magfolk weapon. Just for that. Did that hurt me? Did you intend to make them so phallic? Camp! Our two camps. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay.
This place seems less like a
Sith
death
Lord!
trap. Maybe we could stop, catch our breath.
I agree. But also, we found all the camps, so the trophy was called Kith Lord. I like that. It's around time to be done as well. Question is, do we do as we did yesterday and save this for tomorrow? Go. Oh. Alright. I'm really liking this game, to be honest. I know we're nearly done with it, but it's still worth mentioning. I've actually quite enjoyed my time here. We may switch back to our sword and shield, start fighting things that aren't magfolk. But if we keep fighting magfolk, then we're gonna want this sword. It's very useful, and I'm probably going to upgrade its ability once we get to camp. And we got everyone's closure on their backstory, pretty much. Still need to get the rest of Yatzlei's by going to camp and talking there. We'll also get to apprentice with a fucking archmage of terror. Who's online? No, we never get to raid into. Weird. Nope. Never mind. Here. I don't know who actually accepts raids. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? Oh, that's what that means. Sure, why the hell not? So we're gonna raid into Veggie BLTL, who's playing The Root Trees Are Dead. The title is what caught me there, which was White Woman Obra Dinn. So yeah, it's a puzzle game, it's an investigation game. I've seen enough of it that I would never play it myself, but it could be really amusing with Veggie playing it. So we're gonna send y'all over there. And until next time. This oh no, we'll still have a stream tomorrow, but not on Saturday. Until next time, this is the Pirate King signing off. Have a good night.